Well, Congress is back in session tomorrow, and lawmakers will hit the ground running with House Speaker Mike Johnson fighting for his job. Emily Wilkins joins us right now with more. Emily, he's fighting for his job, but he does have the support of incoming President Trump.
You're absolutely right, Becky. Trump might have given Mike Johnson his complete and total endorsement the other week, and yet that doesn't seem to have done the trick. It's just not clear how long it could take Johnson to win the gavel. Obviously went 15 times with Kevin McCarthy. Once the new Congress, they're going to begin tomorrow at noon. This is the very first thing on their agenda. Nothing else can happen until we have a speaker. And at this point, Mike Johnson can really only lose about 1 to 3 Republicans before he's going to need to vote again. Of course, that depends on if you're voting for a person, if you're voting president, that changes the math. But Johnson needs a majority of everyone who votes for an actual person to be able to get that gavel. And that could go on, as we saw last time, for multiple times. At least one Republican congressman, Congressman Thomas Massie, has already come out saying that he won't back Johnson. In a lengthy post on X explaining his decision, Massie criticized Johnson's leadership, saying, quote, that it is Mike Johnson who routinely passes major legislation, like Ukraine, omnibus, visa, with only a minority of Republicans, and then relying on most Democrats. Massie went on to say that he also owes his current speakership to the Democrats. Of course, there was that vote to again oust Johnson, and Democrats came in to save him. So about a dozen other lawmakers have continued to express some concerns about Johnson. We also had Congressman Chip Roy saying that he's undecided. He posted on X that change was needed. He's saying that the GOP was divided on a last-minute cram down to force approval to borrow $5 trillion more without a plan for, much less of an actual penny of spending cuts. And then he goes on to say all of which could have been avoided with any serious planning and communication. So criticism there, of course, the spending debate that happened back in December. But look, it's not clear at this point. If it's not Mike Johnson, it's not clear who else would be able to win the speaker's gavel. Of course, last time, the Republicans who opposed McCarthy used this speaker vote as an opportunity to negotiate rule changes and get promises from McCarthy. We'll see if there is a similar tactic here when it comes to Johnson and what these members might want and what Johnson might be willing to give.